So the Stanley Cup Finals are over. Mm-hmm. A lot of questions surrounding this Tampa Bay team this offseason, a team that is well over the cap.
Yeah.
What do you think is the first step to addressing their offseason questions?
So first off, the situation is they're currently $5 million over the cap for next season.
If they don't re-sign any of the UFAs.
Yeah, if they don't re-sign any of their free agents.
Yeah.
They have restricted free agents too.
Yeah.
So they're $5 million over the cap as of now.
Yeah.
They need to fill out the roster. Mm-hmm. And that includes forwards, defense. They need a backup goalie.
Yep.
So they're going to have to make some trades.
Yep.
Now, the easy targets in terms of guys they can move easily, in my opinion, would be Alex Killorn and Andre Palat.
Yeah.
Because they're friendly deals. They're short.
Killorn's only got 2 years left. Palat just has the one.
And they play up to their contracts.
Yep.
So there are going to be a lot of ties to Seattle because, of course, they can make those moves easily if they say those guys are on the block.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's Tampa, they're going to be given a tough time because they're strangled. Like, they have to make a move so teams can use that to their advantage. So if they can work something out with Seattle, what I would like to see, this is a big trade. I would like to see Seattle pick up Tyler Johnson, Yanni Gourde, and Ryan McDonough, and just those guys. I don't think Tampa would have to throw in picks because those guys are good enough. Now, McDonough is underpaid, but his contract's long.
Yeah, it is.
Gourde is about right. He's a little overpaid. Tyler Johnson is the issue there. So that's where Tampa may have to throw in picks.
Okay.
So there are two sides to it. Is I think Tampa, if they keep McDonough, then they have to wiggle around the cap.
Yeah.
But if they keep McDonough, they remain a contender.
Yep.
Like a surefire contender.
A surefire, like they could very well be back there next year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If they lose him, they're going to have to make some good moves.
Yep.
Now, the issue with keeping McDonough is they're going to need money for Braden Point, who's making 6.7, and that's an absolute steal. Sergachev's at 4.8, and they have Eric Cernak, who's at 2.9, which is reasonable, because as great as he is, he gets to play with Victor Hedman.
Yeah.
That's got to be a selling point.
Yeah.
So that's where I can see now being a good opportunity to move on from McDonough. Along with Gourde and Tyler Johnson.
Yeah.
Now, that's what I would try to do. I'm not sure what Seattle's thinking, but you have 3 back-to-back champions in those 3 guys.
Yeah.
Tyler Johnson, may not be a sexy name, but he's a clutch player.
He is, yeah.
And given a bigger role, maybe he can reclaim that second-line forward or that top 6 forward kind of groove. Yanni Gourde is. And Ryan McDonough can be, once again, a top-line defenseman.
And I don't think with Tyler Johnson, it's necessarily that he's digressed in his game. I just think Kucherov... Because you look at Tyler Johnson when they were in the Cup Finals in 2015 against Chicago. He was a huge part. Yeah. But
they just deepened up really fast.
You just look, Kucherov, Stamkos, Braden Point broke out. Andre Palat and Yanni Gourde have been huge there. Killorn and Cirelli. It's just he hasn't gotten worse, but he hasn't done enough to necessarily
the guys that have passed him on the depth chart.
Exactly. Yeah. So
for sure. Now,
and it certainly doesn't help when they made trades for guys like Blake Coleman. Who also exceed him because they play more of a complementary role to those high scoring guys, whereas he kind of needs to be
a primary top 6 forward.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'd agree. And I still believe he has that edge to him. So any team that takes him on, it's a risk. Because there's term. He has 4 years, I believe, or Gourde has 4 years and he has 3. I don't know if that's right. Is that right?
So Gourde has 4 years and then 3. Yeah.
3 for Johnson.
3 for Johnson. Yeah.
So that's where the issues come in. McDonough's at what, like 5-6 years, something like that. So
he's not a free agent until 2026, 2027.
2027. So that's 6 years away. So it's long term. Your team's going to be stuck with them if Seattle is the team to take them.
Yeah.
But those are fantastic players to start off with.
Yeah.
So that's what I would look into. I think it's a win-win. Tampa has flexibility to extend their young guys.
Yep.
And Seattle gets off to a hot start.
Yeah, because that means Seattle has two guys that can very much are in their top six, plus a top pairing defenseman, and easily the leader in that locker room. So
Ryan McDonagh.
So
and they really need to fill out the roster. The one guy they can't lose in terms of free agents they have is Ross Colton.
Yeah, he stepped up in a big way this playoff. So
he fits their culture. Yep. And again, McDonagh, if they want to go for a cup run and they're willing to wiggle around the cap, bring him back. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
You can trade him later. But I think Gord and Johnson are the two guys because they're just a smidge overpaid, Johnson being more overpaid.
Yeah.
And that term is something that's going to hold you down when it comes time to re-sign Point and Sergachev because they're due for big contracts.
They are due. So that'll do it for this episode. If you liked it, give it a like down below. Subscribe so you don't miss any of our other uploads. Comment down below what you think Tampa should do this offseason and what you think of our takes. And with that, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.